Today on Dream Digs, we go inside the $6 million New York City apartment of shoe designer Brian Atwood and his husband, Dr. Jake Deutsch. Atwood is famous for dressing Victoria's Secret models and fashionistas in his fabulous footwear. His husband, Dr. Jake Deutsch, is a physician specializing in emergency medicine. Together, this on-the-go couple built their puppy-filled dream home from the ground up.
Welcome to our world. Yes. Blow-drying high heels and puppies.
I'm Weisman, and this is Dream Digs. Today, Brian and Jake are going to show us the best seat in the house, their most prized possession, and their biggest splurge. Today we're outside the two-story New York City apartment Atwood shares with his husband to see where the shoe designer puts his feet up.
Hi. Welcome to our apartment.
Come on in, let's show you around.
Come on.
First up is the living room, where they show me the best seat in the house.
And actually, when you're in the room, kind of a perfect perch to see what's happening in our little nook.
Yes.
It's a tiny two-person antique sofa that cost $4,000.
But I think that the key was painting it dark and then putting some beautiful furniture here. The scale of the furniture was super important because if it was too big, it would look weird. I've seen lots of shenanigans on this couch. Return
Yes,
parties,
always.
canoodling for sure.
Canoodling.
With its 30-foot ceilings, the living room immediately grabs your attention. The puppies don't hurt either.
The ceiling height, of course, is super dramatic here. So that's why the drapes became a focal point. You know, they had to actually bring in a cherry picker in order to get up there because there's no ladder that's big enough to do this. So,
And it really adds the drama, gives the room so much drama. This sweeping fabric that goes up 30, 35 feet.
The couple worked with interior designer Andre Malone to make their vision for the space come alive.
very
together.
comfortable, masculine, you know, sort of urban, a downtown vibe.
Glamorous with the trees, very
Tropical,
tropical.
at the same time. Kind of just nailed our aesthetic and sort of captured what we were hoping to bring into home.
What's the craziest thing this room has seen?
Party with people swinging from the chandelier.
But there's no chandelier. I was about to say that.
I'm looking up for the
Swinging
chandelier.
from the palm trees.
Yeah,
But,
we've had parties with the DJ here, like house parties, and people walk in and they're like, this feels like a party from a movie. Yeah,
I mean, people are on the mantle. It's fun. Now you have to see the kitchen. Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
All right.
Welcome to the heart of the house.
Yeah, everybody ends up hanging out here. And to have this big of a kitchen in New York is pretty special too.
All right, who cooks more between the two of you? Oh!
Kidding. I order Postmates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what's your favorite dish that he makes?
Let's see, your chicken and cranberry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we see what you have in your fridge?
That's what's in the
That's
fridge.
what's in the fridge.
Pink champagne.
Anyone?
All right.
This is our dining room. Seats 8 people, but we've had 20 here.
Yeah.
Before, right?
What's really cool is it's a salon kind of design. Art goes from ceiling to floor. Lots of our favorite pieces of art. And
Vintage photographs that we collect.
we do have these vintage Versace
We love Versace.
home.
I worked there for 9 years, so I better.
Yeah, you were the original American, the first American that
First
Johnny
American
hired.
that Johnny hired, yes.
He was a model. It's such a cool story. Brought
Yeah,
it there.
I really used modeling as a vehicle to meet the designers I wanted to work for. And you know, you're this struggling artist, and all of a sudden Picasso calls you and says, "Guess what? You want to work for me?"
Yeah,
and
very cool.
it just doesn't happen. So it's pretty amazing, amazing story.
When the couple isn't hosting dinner parties, they cozy up on the second floor.
This is our man cave.
Wow, that was
See?
dramatic.
That's good.
Okay, guys, I found this. What is this? You have some explaining to do. I love it.
Brian.
Yes, I made that. It was we were rhinestone cowboys for Halloween a few years back.
And so we made these costumes for rhinestone cowboys that were covered in crystals But of course, Brian had to use all Swarovski crystals.
Of course.
So it was a DIY costume that ended up being $3,000.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah. How are those guitar lessons going?
Very well. Can you hear?
It was here we found the couple's most prized possession.
Prized possession. How about that? A 60 centimeter vintage Birkin. It's good for a PJ. Definitely a PJ type of bag. I've seen it online for as much as 12,000.
Yeah.
But you know, like all sort
You
of.
just can't find the size, so who knows what it could be.
When it's time for the two to relax, it's back down to the master bedroom, where they also store their biggest splurge.
And as far as our biggest splurge, well, not my biggest splurge, Brian's biggest splurge.
It's casual. So this is our biggest splurge. I found this in Milan. I don't know how many there were made, but it's just great for the mountains. It's Prada. It costs $20,000 and wear it all the time. It's great when you're up skiing and keeps you warm.
Another prized possession in New York City is outdoor space. Jake and Brian have a 2,000 square foot terrace that wraps around the entire first floor of their apartment.
Casual table for 14.
Table for 14, marble had to be craned up. In New York, to be able to have a space like this to walk outside to, even in the middle of the winter, it's an escape.
Not only do their puppies, Zeff and Titi, love it, but the couple love to entertain outside during the summer months. But we couldn't come to Brian Atwood's home without trying on some of his famous designs.
Oh, these are so much better than the black shoes I walked in with.
With my new and improved footwear, it was time for me to hit the road.
Yeah. Everybody
Good
leaves
luck,
with
honey.
a fur coat.
You look fab. Thanks for coming by.
See you later. Bye,
See ya.
guys.